Hello friends and welcome back to Hive International. Hope you must have seen my previous video and the information provided during in my videos are helpful to you. Today we are going to discuss the important topic about the expenses. Most of the people they are not aware about what are the miscellaneous expenses which they will have to bear apart from the food and uh, the miscellaneous expenses which they are uh, going to have it here. So when you are coming to Turkey, there are a few things which you have to take into the consideration. Is the what are the what will be the additional cost or what will be the additional taxes you will be paying to the government. So let me start with the basic one. When you come here to Turkey, you buy apartment. When you leave into the other apartment, you have to pay the society a maintenance bill, which is called an aidat. Now in aidat, in different societies they have different criterias. Some of the societies they include the water, gas, electricity along with the maintenance charges. Some of the societies they only charge for the maintenance of the society, rest everything is individual. Now when I'm talking about the individual means, when you are living here in a 1 BHK apartment or 2 BHK apartments, whether you live in villa or whether you live in farmhouse, what exactly you need is you need to have the water, electricity, and gas. These are the three important components which you will be required when you will be living in Turkey, and you will have to do this contract independently with the individual government bodies. Now, let's say in Istanbul, if I have to do the water connection, I will have to go to the municipality office, which is called ISKI. ISKI is the body of the government organization of the Baladia who provides the water in Istanbul. So we go to ISKI and we submit your Tapu. Example, when you are living in your own apartment, you will have to give your Tapu. If most of the people they do not know what is Tapu is, I already explained into my previous videos. I will provide a link over here. What is Tapu? Tapu is again a flat registration document which is in your name. So you have to take a Tapu, or people who are living on the rental basis, they have to take the rental agreement and they have to go to their office and they have to register the water supply in their name. Same thing, you will have to do it for the electricity. Uh, in Istanbul, we have CK Bugazi, which is again a government body who provides electricity to the different districts of Istanbul. And same document is required. You will have to go to this government body either with a tapu or with the rental agreement, and you have to register the electricity under your name, and then you will have to pay some minimal deposits. I don't know what is the criteria right now about the minimal deposits, how much they charge. Same thing you will have to do with the gas. The all gas is again basically a government body over here. In every district you will have your own government offices where you will have to take your documentations, where you go and you do your personal registration. So this part is very simple. It's not very going to take longer time. It's very simple. When you go and do your registration, let's say within 24 hours, your electricity and water has been uh, getting connected. So, and from the henceforth, all the electricity and water bills will come in your name. Beyond that, what are the taxes which is applicable to the people who are living in Turkey? The first tax, which is an income tax. So whether you are doing a business, you will have to pay the income tax. Whether you are not doing any business, okay, and if you have a rental income, so government identifies from your transaction, bank's transactions, how is your income and how is your income, what is your incoming and what is your outgoing. Based on that, they will put an income tax on you, and you will have to pay the income tax on this. Now, this income tax you can see it on the EWA website. Even if I give you the link below, you will not be able to access it on this. But somehow I will provide a link information below about in my description about the E-Devlet. E-Devlet is a government platform where each and every Turkish citizens and non-citizens are registered individually under the category, where they have full information about what they own in Turkey, what they have in Turkey, and what are the taxations they have, what are liabilities do they have, what are the assets do have. The asset and liabilities are completely mentioned on the EWA website. So people who are aware about the process in Turkey, they will definitely know what is uh, EWA. Here, first thing is again the property tax. Now, when you own a property, make sure that you pay the property tax. If you are not aware about the property tax, please go to the website and check how you pay the property taxes. Because again, to pay the property taxes, there is a process. You will have to take your Tapu, your ID, or your passport. You will have to go to the Vergi office in your district and you have to get it registered. So once your property is registered, from then onwards, you will start getting your property tax in your name. Otherwise, what will happen? You will never know whether your property tax is being applied on you and you are not paying it. So in this case, you will start paying the penalty. A lot of people are paying penalties on this because they do not know how much money they have to pay for property taxes. And so it's better those are the people who are owning the property in Turkey, be it a land, be it the apartments, one, two, three, however it doesn't matter. You have to go to the Vargi office, make your documentations done over there, and get the property registered in your name inside eDevle. Okay. So what happens? Tax office will send you the notification every year that how much taxes you will have to pay, and these taxes are divided into two. Okay, first tax normally is in March, and second you will have to pay in November. Let's say like your entire you have an apartment of 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, doesn't matter. Let's say your tax value is 1,000 Turkish lira. You will have to pay for this year. Means 50% you can pay it in March, and 50% you can pay it in the September. So you have two installment facilities from the government. When you go to the website, it will show you that when you have to pay for this. So this is we are talking about the property taxes. So please make sure you go to the tax office with your documentation. You make yourself registered over there so that you get tax information on timely basis and do not miss it, because if you miss it, you will be eligible for the penalty. Apart from that, if you own a car in Turkey, few things you have to take it into consideration. People who are not aware of this part, you will have to pay the automobile tax, which is again you can pay it online, because when you buy the car is being registered inside the idevle in your name. So when you go to the website, you will see that what is the tax you have to pay. Again, this tax has to be paid twice a year. Okay, again, same like a property tax. If you are eligible to pay 1,000 Turkish lira, you have two EMIs, and first one you can pay it in February, March, or second one you can pay it in September, October. Depends on what is the timelines they are showing. You will have to check it on the EW website about the timelines. In about a car tax, it depends on what type of car you are using, what CC you are using. Okay, whether it is automobile or it is community. Now, what is automobile? Automobile is a car which is like normal car which you are using, and community is something which you are using for the business purposes, for the transport purposes. So community people who are using a different categories of car will have a different category of taxes. Depends on the engine, depends on how old the car is. So it's all depends on the government how they make the calculation. Beyond that, you will have to buy the car insurance. Car insurance has two categories. One is a traffic insurance. Second is full insurance. So traffic insurance is something which is mandatory. Depends on your car. The insurance company will give you the value, and you will have to pay it upfront to the insurance company to have your car insurance, which is very important. If you do not have traffic insurance and if you are caught in the inspection outside or maybe during the patrolling, they can seize your car or they can impose a heavy penalty on you. So make sure that when you own a car, you have the traffic insurance with you. Second is the full insurance, which is called as a sigorta. Sorry, cask. Sigorta is for the insurance, but for the Kasko, they call it as a Kasko, which is again a full insurance. Normally, traffic insurance is only the third party insurance, and Kasko is the full insurance. So, if it is your choice, if you want to make the the full insurance, you can do it. If you do not want, it's up to you. So, there is no obligation on this part, or it's not mandatory to have it. Now, these are the two categories of the insurances which we spoke about. Beyond that, one more thing you have to remember is the Muayene. Muayene is an inspection. Inspection areas are available in each district. You have to go online on eDevle and you have to take the appointment for inspection of your cars. Now, who are eligible for inspection? The car which has passed 3 years or beyond 3 years, he has to go for inspection. If you have a new car or it's a car is 1 year, 2 year old, 3 year old, you are not supposed to get any Muayene done because when you go on eDevla website, they will show you whether you are eligible or you are not eligible. If your car is 3 years old, then definitely you will have to go for an inspection. And for going for the inspection, again, you will have to make sure that you do your exhaust test because exhaust test is very mandatory. Without it, your car will not get clearance from the inspection. So this is the one area again which you will have to take care of it. So for the car owners, Sigorta is very important. Okay, two categories of Sigorta. One is traffic, and second is Casco. Muayene you need to do, tax you need to pay. So these are the three areas which you need to take into the consideration when you own a car. Uh, Income tax we already discussed about the income tax part, and so these are the few taxes as I told you that you will have to pay when you are going to live in Turkey. Uh, Now let's talk about the service providers, the internet service provider, the telecommunication service providers in Turkey. There are three major players over here. Two of them are the private companies, and one of them is a government organization. One is a Turk Telecom. Turk Telecom is a government body, government organization, and their network is spreaded widely across entire Turkey. So when you are coming to Turkey, you do not have to worry about the internet and the mobile connections. You can use Turk Telecom, you can use Turkcell, you can use Vodafone. Vodafone is private. Depends on your choice. All are good. I will not say A is better or B is better, but most of the people they say that Turk Telecom is on second position and the Turkcell is on first position. Turkcell is anyhow anyway little bit expensive than Turk Telecom, and they have the very good network across Turkey as well. So again, it's your choice. Whichever area you are living, just make sure that in that area, those companies have the proper signals and fiber connectivity to your internet, and the mobile connection is very very stronger in those areas. So this is again, uh, you know, it's upon the choice of individual where they are living and which district they are living. Uh, we already discussed about the amenities about the water, electricity, and gas. This is again a very important area which you should know that you must go and you must register yourself with these bodies so that your water and electricity is registered in your name and you pay the bills on time. Beyond that, I don't think so. Is there any additional cost over here? All I have discussed is the mandatory part. Beyond that is like your food and your shopping and your other miscellaneous expenses. It's all about the individuals, how they wanted to carry on. But the most important part was the tax and insurance things, which I wanted to tell you. Okay, there is one more thing which you need to take into consideration when you are coming to Turkey. You have the choice of paying the insurance to the government so that you can get some medical facilities. So to get the medical facilities, you have uh, the government services, which is called SGK. For individuals who are not owning any business, they are supposed to pay SGK. It depends on number of families. Government will tell you how much you will have to pay per month, and this has to go per month. If you are not paying for 2 months or 3 months, definitely if you go to any kind of a medical services, you will not get any discounts or they will not entertain you, and you will have to pay the full services. If you are paying the SGK, you go to the government service, government hospital, and most of the things over there with the SGK is free. If you are not paying SGK, you will have to pay the full charges. Even if you are paying for the SGK, you will have buy the medicines from the medical. They will be giving you additional discounts on that. But without SGK, you will not get anything. So SGK is something, okay. SGK, SGK, we called it here as a SGK, and the people who are using, uh, who are not into, who are not individually or not doing anything, but they own the business. For them, this is called Bagur. Bagur is basically the working insurance. Working insurance is much higher than what you pay in normal CKK. So when you turn from the individual to the business owner, then your criteria of paying the social security is different. So again, when we talk about CKK and when we talk about Bagur, Bagur is kind of one kind of a social security when we talk about a tax which we pay to the government, so that after 20 years you are eligible to get the pension from the government. It depends on how much money you pay during this time. Minimum criteria is 20 years. You will have to pay for 20 years. If you do not pay for 20 years, you are not eligible for the pension. So in Turkey, if you are paying a SGK for entire family, then depends on how much government is going to give you as a pension after 20 years, but you will have to pay for 20 years. The another part is the people who doesn't want to pay a SGK or doesn't want to pay a bagur, okay, and they want to be independent, means they want to bear the cost independent, okay, about the medical and everything. They are not eligible to, or they are not obliged to pay these things, pay this money to government. Means you will see it on your government platform, Idevle, that every year, every month it will be increasing. Sorry, and the months which you are going to miss to pay this SGK, you will see that the government applies a penalty on those things. But if you do not pay for 5 years, it will be completely eliminated from your system, and henceforth you will not be eligible for SGK or Bagur. But if you are paying a Bagur, okay, completely it's a different value what you are going from the, what you are going to pay from the SGK. I think so. Most of the people who are paying SGK and they jump to Bakur after starting the business, they know how much is the difference. And from from business, if you want to eliminate again, you when you close down your business, again you come back to SGK. So this is one of the area which you will have to take into the consideration, that when you come to the Turkey, please make sure you register on eDevle, because it's the eDevle is like government book which keeps entire record of an entire history of an individual person, when he has to pay, how he has to pay, and what he has to pay. Most of the transactions can be done directly through eDevle, but majority of the transactions are done directly from the bank accounts. So if you have the bank accounts, you can just open your application and you can pay all your services under that. Majority of the government banks over here and the private sector banks, especially Turkey banks, they have full service available over here. So that if you want to pay your electricity bill, water bill, you want to pay your gas bill, you want to pay your taxes, car taxes, if you want to pay the money for insurance, everything is available on the application. You don't have to jump from one application to another application to the application. Only you need to know certain things is, when you are accessing your bank application, you need to know the contract number of water, electricity, and gas. Like some of the areas, when you pay your taxes, you need to just put your ID number, and automatically it will show. So it is as simple as it is. Don't want to make it much complicated, and not want to get into the much detailed information, because once you get into the e-Devlet, you will automatically come to know what is required. So these are few information I thought I will bring to your attention, so that people who are planning to come to Turkey, or who have already been reached in Turkey, some people, if they have missed out some of the services out of what I have explained, please put a note to yourself. Please make sure that you clear your debts here in the system. And if you are eligible for the property tax, pay your property tax. If you are eligible for the car tax, please pay your car tax. If you are eligible for SGK, please make sure you pay your SGK and Bakur. Go to the system and check it. And people who own the business, okay, normally they have the accountants over here, who is very important. So make sure you go and speak to your accountant, and he will show you the way how to fix your problems, and what you are eligible and what you are not eligible for. Guys, thank you very much for watching for this video, and I hope the information provided in this video is beneficial to you. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it today, comment and like the channel. And if you need any further information, please put it into the comment box, and I will try to deliver the content to you. I'm planning to make another video with official accountants over here, and you will see that uh, what are the importance of uh, the accountant over here, what role he plays, and why you should have accountant with you if you are planning to start your business. Thank you very much, guys, and see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.